Hey YouTube, so loads of videos out there on the Victorinox knives. I'm just going to compare two side by side so you can see the difference. And what we've got here is a sort of traditional one. This is the Huntsman, and you can expect to pay £25 to £30, and it's next to the Evo S557. And this is probably the next price point up, which is anywhere between £30 and £50 you should expect to pay for this. So yeah, we'll compare them side by side and see what the difference is. See if I can zoom you in. Do it down here. Okay, so on what I call the back of the blade, you have the traditional corkscrew. Some people hate that, other people claim that they do use it. So not much to say there, exactly the same. Both obviously got this ring. This one, the Huntsman, has this parcel hook. So you can hook this into things. It is surprisingly useful. Some people claim that it's pointless, but it can be quite useful when you can get your hands on it and hook stuff into there. The only thing, the hook is quite small, so you know you could use it on a bag with sort of string handles if it was heavy and awkward, but the hook's a bit small for that. So that's on the back, and also the oar. Now the Evo, we carry on the back of that one, doesn't have the parcel hook. Let's get into it. It does have the oar. So there we go, that's the two. I don't know if you can see the difference on those two. Because there is one. I was thinking that part was missing, the relief cup, but it's not. I had it the other way around. So yeah, the oar's identical. Victorinox make good oars. Obviously use them as a reamer, and you can put cord through there and punch through leather or whatever you need to, plastic or something like that, and it will punch through. It would also be a bit of a nasty weapon if you were to hold it like that. That's not really what these are for. So we flip the blades over, and let's start the blades. See the back of the side, actually. We get the small blade on the Huntsman, and the larger blade. So you have redundancy on the blades there, and I quite like having a small blade like that. It gives you control. It's nice and easy. On the Evo, you just get the one blade really, which is pretty much identical. It's slightly got a slightly deeper belly there, but otherwise the same. And obviously slip joints, which is good for me here in the UK. Not so good if you live in a more liberal country where you can carry a locking blade for safety, stop your fingers getting chopped off. This one has a lock, so I'm not entirely sure. I'm guessing it's locked back. Yeah, so when you push this lever, you raise the bar at the back, and I'm guessing that that's engaging into the back of the blade, and then you can fold him in. Again, good strong detent on it as well. So we have those two blades. We've got a saw on the Huntsman. Very good saw for the size. It is small, you wouldn't want it on its own, but it's good. It's it will cut through 1-inch limbs, no problem at all. The Evo doesn't have it. No saw. So next up we have the scissors. They are typical Victorinox scissors. They work, they're sharp, give you a good clean cut, and they are useful. Cutting a thread off, they work fine. But they're never going to replace full-size scissors, so they are what they are. And again, do we have that on here? We do. Now the Evo is tight. They do fit a lot into it. Now these, I don't know if you can see, slightly smaller blade on the Evo, and it employs a different spring mechanism. So this focus is really annoying, isn't it? So we got sort of a spring wire there, and on this one we've got a tension bar. So yeah, they both got the scissors. The Huntsman's are slightly better. And we'll fold them in and carry on with the Huntsman, because we're going to run out of bits any minute. So flat screwdrivers, and then you've got the tin opener and the bottle opener, and you've got a little notch there for apparently wire stripping. I think you can sort of put a wire in, trap it, and use the blade to kind of engage, but they're a little way apart. It's not, I'm not sure that's what it's designed for, and it's not great. And that's it. The scales obviously have the little tweezers and a little toothpick, which are really handy. That's what the inox versions, the steel versions, don't have. So that's that. Now if we go back to the Evo, so what we missed out on, what's replaced, was we get a pair of pliers. Now these are no Levermans, but they do the job if you've got something very small. Focus. There we go. So you can see they're quite narrow, but they come together. They do come together nicely. And you can grab it. They've got two positions. They've got to relocate that so it opens wider, and you can get your thumb in there. Yeah, you can just about get your thumb in there. So that will probably grab, it'll certainly grab a 10mm screw. What have we got here? So that's a 12 gauge shotgun cartridge for size. Bit too small for that. Don't know how many people are going to be familiar with shotgun cartridges. So this is a 410 and it fits that. Anyway, yeah, they're okay. They're no Leverman, but they're okay. What else do we get? So you can see, really, so that's designed to take in little nuts and we'll grip them. They push that on, there's some slight serrations there, and then you can turn nuts. Yeah, you kind of do that with the pliers anyway. It's a bit of a bodge solution, so you might as well do it with pliers. You've got really stiff. This is my newest one, so I've not used this hardly at all. So it is stiff. You've got a across a Phillips head screwdriver. It's okay. It's not great. It's not machined up finish. I'm not sure how they've done that, but it's not the sharpest, most well defined tool, so you may have issues with it slipping. So there we were, back to the scissors, which we obviously had on both of them, and then the ends. We've of course got the tin opener with the small flat blade, and a bolt opener with the large flat blade. And this one's not got a notch in it for the wire stripping. Again, these scales obviously very similar, but these have got like a rubber overlay to give you some additional grip, and they are scalloped, and they do feel nice actually. You can grip them, but underneath, this is what I've found fail on a couple of Victorinox knives is the scales will come off. That is the bit that will break, at least in my experience. Yeah, and like I say, you got toothpick and the tweezers. So that's those two. I hope it was useful if you were considering buying one of those. Thanks for watching. Bye.